No more fucking around. It's Wild Style Radio. Wild Style Radio.
Stand up and shout!
What's up? Welcome to the Stand Up and Shout Rock Show. We're coming to you live from Salisbury Center Studios in Manassas, Virginia on the Wild Style Network. What's up, dude?
Not much, man. Back at it again, bud. So we talked last week. We had a month hiatus, 4-week hiatus, but no longer.
And I'm not going to be as frantic because I don't have anywhere to go after the show today.
Yeah.
So
well, I
was a little distracted last week.
You were a little distracted kind of leading into this.
I was trying to get the graphics up for our potential game.
I see that.
I got it ready.
All right. We're ready to go. We're going to get right at it, though, right? We got a special guest.
That's right. So we got more live music coming up at the Salisbury Center. And on Saturday, September the 19th, we're going to have Mullet here.
Mullet.
In Manassas.
Right. Yeah.
And joining us
from Mullet.
From Mullet, over the magic of Zoom, is Dan Halen.
Dan Halen. I love it.
Hello, boys.
What's happening?
Yeah.
Not too much. Thank you so much for having us. We're really excited to get down to see you because it will actually be our first time performing in Virginia. We were supposed to back in, I think, 2021-ish, but our original lead singer actually passed away during COVID, and that was going to be one of the first shows back, and we had to cancel it, unfortunately. Got it.
And that was going to
so
be...
we're excited to be back.
Awesome. So that was going to be here in the Salisbury Center?
No, I'm trying to think of where it was, and I tried to look it up in my notes before I jumped on here, and I couldn't find it. But we were excited to play Virginia, I remember, and it killed us to have to cancel, but we're finally back.
Excellent.
So looking forward to it.
Yeah. So tell us about Mullet. Tell us about, for those that since it's your first time in Virginia, they'll be the first time seeing this band. What will they see when they see you guys?
So we have been together for about 16 years now doing this. And I always like to say Mullet is like, if you're old enough to remember Beatlemania on Broadway, it's kind of that for 80s rock. So very visual, a lot of fun. You know, we have people that are just like after the show thanking us for, you brought us back to high school. You brought us back to our college days. It's kind of just like a time capsule. And it's just a great time. So if you like 80s music, if you like, I see the Motley Crue shirt, you like Motley Crue, you like Rat and Bon Jovi and Def Leppard, you cannot go to the show and not have a good time and not like it.
Excellent.
Guaranteed.
Excellent. And so you said a very visual show, and I was checking out your website, mulletrocks.com, and you got some great videos up there, and your live show is very visual. Lights, some pyro, graffiti, or not graffiti. So do you guys bring that to every show? Or are we going to see, so if they go to your website?
Every show. We have a very lengthy setup. Takes the crew about 4.5 hours to set the show up and about 2.5 to tear it down. We bring everything to every show, and it all depends what we can use. Every venue is different. Some, they don't like to clean up confetti. So, we're not allowed to do stuff like that all the time. But we always try to bring, the video package as well as, all the lights. And we're just looking, forward to playing in Virginia. We can't wait.
Awesome. And this venue, I think we've got the stage set up and the ability to do that. So, for those of checking this out either live or on demand, definitely you want to get your tickets, come out and check out Mullet.
Yeah, please do. And I saw tickets are really reasonably priced. It's just going to be a great time. Yeah, we hope to see everybody.
And it's a Saturday night, so
Saturday
better.
night doesn't get better than that 80s rock show on a Saturday night. You can't beat it.
Excellent. Dan, I see, man, you got the name, Dan Halen. You got the look. You got the glasses on right now. You got the hair.
I had cool parents, right?
Absolutely. So I was going to ask you, so what I take it that all of this 80s glam metal, that's a big inspiration for you. So I think that's the obvious. What got you into that type of music? Yeah.
So, the time I grew up in, Bon Jovi was huge, Def Leppard, all those bands. And you guys know when you were live in that time, you could not put on MTV and just not get sucked into that. environment. And that's all I wanted to do. I wanted to be a rock star.
Yeah.
So that's what got me into it.
Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah.
And like, so along those lines, so like this is a thing that Kevin and I've talked about. Since you're a deep fan, and I just use the term glam metal. How do you feel about the term hair metal as opposed to the term glam metal?
I know some people feel it's derogatory. I mean, to me, it doesn't matter. You know, the hair metal, the glam metal, that doesn't, you know, I'm not offended by that.
Okay.
But I know some people are. They don't like that term.
Absolutely. And I feel like it's an evolved term, right? Because we were talking about that time period in the 80s. If somebody asked us or said something about listening to hair metal, we wouldn't have known what they were talking about.
Right.
Fair point. Yeah.
It was metal, heavy metal, or just rock.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I think some of the younger generation, you know, they're like, oh, MTV, they actually showed music videos. I mean, it's been forever since that happened. But
yeah, but you're right. If you had said hair band back then, you'd be like, wait, what? That's just rock music.
yeah, I guess there was glitter rock was a term.
Yes.
From just a little earlier than that.
Right.
So yeah, so that leads me into my next question, right? Because you know, we grew up in the 80s. We graduated from high school in 1988. So we were into all different kinds of bands.
Kevin. That's a big reveal.
I know. Well, I think it's pretty
just told
obvious, at
everybody
least
your
for
age.
one of us. But, you know, so I know my and Wisk's musical tastes are pretty wide ranging from a heavy metal perspective. It sounds like you guys are more, as a band, more focused to what would be hair or glam metal these days.
Yeah.
What else were you into when you were growing up?
Yeah. So, I mean, so to your point, I mean, you know, you're not going to hear us do Maiden or Metallica or, you know, we're more the mainstream poppy.
Sure.
I say poppy, it wasn't poppy then. But, you know, I love those bands. I love Metallica. I love, you know, Maiden and all those heavier bands. But I always was a sucker for the melody, the harder edge guitars, like mixed with keyboards. That was kind of my lane, the kind of music that I like.
Sure.
But I still, like I said, I still love to listen to, you know, put on a Maiden album or you know, whatever heavier band there was. I still, you know, enjoyed that.
Excellent. And are there songs that you specifically, Dan, look forward to in your set and that you really are, you know, you can't wait to play when you're in front of the audience?
Yeah. I mean, you guys are going to know them, but, you know, Living on a Prayer, you know, Round and Round by Rad, Pour Some Sugar on Me, Def Leppard. You know, people just, they lose their mind. Like, you know, it's, you know, I see it come, like you said, I see it coming up on the set. I'm like, oh, we're going to get him now. And then, you know, once things are rolling, you're like, oh my God, where did they hear this one? Oh, we're going to hit him on the head with this one. So yeah, we really try to play all the huge hits. Mm-hmm. So, you know, it's just one after another, one hit after another. Mm-hmm. You know, we don't like when people take a bathroom break or go get a beer. We don't like that. We want them. We're egomaniacs. We want them focused on us at all times.
Sure.
For 90 minutes or 2 hours, however long we play for.
Right. So that kind of takes away my next question, which was going to be what sort of, from that era, what are some of the deep cuts you guys like to play or can dig into that people probably know if you're a true fan, but obviously, you know, Pour Some Sugar on Me is certainly going to go over a lot better than something off of High and Dry, probably.
Right. Yeah. You play Pour Some Sugar on Me and people go nuts. You play, you know, Let It Go. And I love that song, but people are going to be staring at you. You know, it's amazing to me, the songs that I love and, you know, the other band members love, we call them lead balloons because even though they were popular, you play them now and people just stare at you. It gets no reaction. It takes all the juice out of the room, you know, because we'll play, I'll let you in on a little something. So when we play, some casinos require us to play much longer than a show like at the Salisbury Center.
Sure.
So, you know, we're almost doing like 2 shows really. And because our material is, I don't want to say it's limited, but, you know, we only have so many songs to play. So, you know, we'll play like a Bang Bang by Danger Danger, which you would think is, I mean, I love that song and people would go crazy. They just look at you. they literally look at like Alone Again, Dokken, we play that. They look at you. So we have learned through the years that you can do that, and you'll get the respect of if there's a musician in the room, which we always can tell because they're the ones that walk with the arms folded. You'll earn their respect, but the majority of the people there, they don't know those songs.
Sure.
Sad, but and it's it pains me, but it's true. So that's why we stick with the hits, because we just want them crazy from the moment the curtain drops until we're done. We don't want any dead space in the show. So, and it's just from performing, for the six, like I said, we've been doing this 16 years. We know what works and what doesn't work. And I can tell when we switch lead singers, because unfortunately our original one passed away, like I said, he was mentioning a lot of songs that he wanted to do. And I'm like, dude, nobody knows that. Great song, but I'm telling you, nobody knows it. No, it will clear the room.
Right.
And yeah, so it's just from, playing, we know what sticks and what doesn't. So we try to stay with what sticks.
Excellent.
Yeah.
We were talking a little, Dan, before this really started airing, and you guys are coming to us from the Northeast United States, and you mentioned just the recent acquisition of a new lead singer, and you been being together for 16 years. How did you guys come together and agree to do this originally for maybe the longer standing band members?
Yeah. So we were an original act for 20 something years, and we opened up for a lot of these bands that we do. So, we played with Rat, we played with Rick Springfield, Meatloaf, Starship, Danger. We did a couple, maybe 3-4 shows with them. We used to play with them, and we released an album prior to 2009, maybe around 2008-ish. The lead singer of that band, Ron Jovi, said, "Hey, we should start a band called Mullet. Just play 80s music," because a friend of ours went to LA and saw Steel Panther doing it. And they were making huge money, filling rooms in Vegas, and we're like, wow, we should do that here. No comedy, just do a straight 80s show, but full wardrobe, everything, like recreate an 80s concert. That was the original concept. So yeah, that was we got it from Steel Panther, really. And
Excellent.
that's what we did. And it was a great decision for us because it really took off.
Sure.
And, it's taken us all over the country. We played Vegas, we played Seattle, Maine, Florida. We even went to Spain in 2018.
Wow.
So it's taken me to places that, I never would have gone otherwise. So yeah, it's been great.
Excellent.
That's an interesting point, because I've seen a similar act, that Arena Rock show or Arena Rock.
Yeah. But there's a couple of them.
They don't hit the visual
like our level.
Yeah, they don't hit the visual elements like you guys do. So super excited to see that, because they bang out the songs and they try and do some justice to it, but what you guys are doing on stage, I think, adds a whole other element, and going to be very exciting to see here. Which is what we wanted to do.
Yeah, right from the beginning. And we're finding that, and you guys know this as well as anybody, that the tribute market is getting really saturated.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's doing it. It used to be just one or two of us around doing what we do. Now there's a bunch of them. They got, the cheesy costumes, the Party City wigs, and it's just, it's really hurting. It hurts the market, and eventually the bubble's going to burst, and we'll see who remains. Like, hopefully the top acts will remain. We're hoping to remain. But yeah, at some point it's got to pop. The bubble's got to pop.
All right. So with your name being Dan Halen.
Dan Halen, man, I love it.
And this is a topic that we hit on all the time with all kinds of bands, musicians, just people that, we meet at shows. Sammy or Dave?
Oh, you're killing me. I love Sammy, but I guess I gotta go with Dave.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, I mean, I do enjoy the Sammy era as
And
well.
you guys play both sides. Some of the
We do play both. Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our singer, he sounds a lot like anyone he's doing, but he really sounds like Sammy Hagar.
Oh.
Even the first time I talked to him on the phone, I thought I was talking to Sammy Hagar. Like it's crazy. His voice is crazy. But yeah, I'll have to go with Dave if you put a gun to my head.
Have you seen Dave on the recent tour that he has done?
I not in person. I mean, I've seen clips.
Yeah.
And now I see him. He shows up on my feed doing like just him and an acoustic guitar, and he's kind of like doing lounge versions of Van Halen. I mean, listen, to me, Dave can't do any wrong.
Right.
So, I love David Lee Roth. I think he's the ultimate front man.
Yeah.
I know people give him shit now, but to me, Dave's royalty. So.
Yeah, we saw him in DC
a couple months ago.
Yeah, a couple months ago.
Loved it.
And
we loved it.
The acoustic piece was just one part of the show when he played Ice Cream Man. But we posted you posted that reel and it went somewhat viral and almost all of it was negative. And he's clearly, he's getting up there and he's clearly
right.
He can't do what he could do back in the 70s and 80s, but the nostalgia piece to it and the way that they do their production with backup singers, he could be up there and try to fake it and run tracks or something like that, but it's 100% live and we enjoyed the show, but we knew what it was going to maybe look like and sound like.
Yeah, I mean, to me, Dave can go on stage with like a slinky, and that's fine with me. Whatever you want to do, Dave.
Okay, so I love this conversation, Dan, because I can tell you're very passionate about like the material that you play. So we're going to jump into like a little bit of a game format that we do, and this is always fun because I think that ultimately these are tough questions. These are would you rather questions. And we jump into different time periods. We're specifically focused on the 80s with you. And just this or that kind of format, we call it Would You Rather. Would you rather listen to this or would you rather listen to that? Or would you rather listen to this artist or that artist? So John's going to cue up some visuals here.
Yeah, we kind of threw it all together from a bunch of different games that we've done, and we're calling it Mullet Mashup.
I love it.
And
Keeping 85 Alive is a subtitle.
Yeah. And so
handsome guys there.
Yeah. And so the first slide we got up, so we did a game called On the Fives and On the Sixes, which we were taking the decades, 75, 85, 95, but we didn't ever do one for
the fours.
The fours. So I threw a slide in that's on the fours.
1984.
1984. And your choice is Twisted Sister, Stay Hungry, or Rat, Out of the Cellar.
I love Twisted Sister, but I got to go with Rat.
Yeah, we're Rat and Roll all the way.
I have to go with Rat.
That's a great Twisted Sister album, though.
It is.
That is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is. If you had put up the one, I forget the name of it, with Leader of the Pack on it.
Yeah.
The next one. What was the follow-up?
Love is for Suckers.
Yes.
I think that came out in 85, though. So, yeah.
Excuse me.
That was a good one, too.
So you would have chosen that album over Out of the Cellar?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right.
No. It would have been an easier choice to say Rat.
Yes.
Yeah, got it.
But I'm with you. I think Out of the Cellar has received a lot of accolade and success, but in some ways not enough. Like it really is a stellar album,
cover to cover.
Exactly.
And when we saw,
crazy.
Go ahead.
When Round and Round came out, I was like, wait, what is this? Like it was real. To me, I mean, it hit me right there. Like it had all, it had that poppy element, but those heavy guitars, and Warren's a monster player.
Milton Berle in the video.
Milton Berle in the video, right? I just thought of the album. It's Come Out and Play.
Come Out and
right,
Play. Yeah,
yes.
John just threw it up there.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think Love is for Suckers is one of the songs off of that, and Leader of the Pack.
Yeah, and if you remember the album, you would take the trash can and lift it, and
that's
Dee's head
right.
popped out of it. I still have that somewhere.
But even Stay Hungry, you know, that was a great album. Like we
Great
talk
song.
about also, you know, back in the day, you either had to put your vinyl on the record player, you know, on the stereo and let it roll, or your cassette in the deck and side one, side two, or, you know, CDs, you could start doing a little bit more skipping, but you had to listen to most of those records cover to cover, if you know, unless you were watching
and
it,
you
obviously.
you would stare at the credits because
Yeah.
that's all you had. You couldn't. All you knew about these bands was what they gave you on that record.
Yep.
Right.
So I mean, I'm sure you guys did too. I would read all. I knew who produced,
Sure.
who mastered, who engineered. I knew all that for all those bands.
Right. Well, and the extensive liner notes were always the good ones because the stuff that was being thrown in, just as little.
Yes.
Right. How
Sketchy.
mad were you guys when you would take an album home, open up the plastic, take it out, and it was in a blank white.
Yeah. Right. Yes. Yeah.
Nothing.
My version of Aerosmith Rocks is that way.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, what?
The worst. The worst.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get to the next one. We're going 1985 from 84 to 85.
Well, we got a 75 and an 85.
Oh, we have a
thrown in here.
75. Excuse me.
So-
All right, we're going deep
Well, you know,
back in the years.
it's still classic, kind of fits into that realm. So this is one we used on one of our previous shows. So it's Led Zeppelin, Physical Graffiti, or Aerosmith, Toys in the Attic.
Wow. I'm going to have to go with Zeppelin.
Wow. Wow.
I'm going to have to, I mean, Physical Graffiti, I mean, they're
Yep.
both classic records.
Sure.
There's really no wrong answer there, but
Right.
for me, I got to go with Physical Graffiti.
All right.
But
Yeah.
that is the most popular choice
Yes.
that we've thrown out
So
there.
far.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're obviously the Aerosmithers.
We
so.
always, you know, I got
That's
the
a tough one, though, Zeppelin versus Aerosmith. But
Oh, of course.
Yeah, but-
Right. And a landmark album for both bands.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, these aren't easy choices, boys.
Right? We said we're going to hit you with it.
Yeah, it's like, you know, Sophie's Choice.
all right, so here we go. We'll go to the next
85.
one, which is 85. I lost my slides.
Went to 86, I saw.
Not mine. All right. 1985, we've got Dokken, Under Lock and Key, and a band you're probably familiar with, somewhat East Coast 80s, Kicks,
Yeah.
Midnight Dynamite.
Kicks. We actually opened up for Kicks
Oh, wow.
back in, I don't know when it was, early 1990 maybe.
Uh-huh.
This is a tough one too. To me, Kicks is, I mean, I love Kicks, but to see them live is really something special.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to, you know, if you're telling me just to go by the album, I'm going to have to go with Dokken on that one though.
Oh, wow. Wow. All right. I mean, I think, again, landmark albums for both bands. Like, right? Like, they're standout. I think it's one of the harder ones. You know me.
For us, yeah.
I lean towards, just because of the area that we're in, it's so easy for us in the mid-Atlantic to pull for Kicks and pull on Kicks, and we do.
Right. They're Maryland boys.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Hagerstown, I think.
Yes. Yep,
I
absolutely.
think I rutted out a couple of versions of both of those albums on cassette. So,
Right, exactly.
So, yeah, it's a tough choice, but I'd probably lean towards Kicks, and the number of times we've seen them live.
Of course.
Yeah.
But then,
I mean, and how great are they live?
Right.
Phenomenal.
but in the homage to Dokken, I still go back to It's Not Love as one of my favorite videos of that era, you know, of all time.
And in my dreams.
Yeah, but I love the back of the truck.
Oh, yeah,
on
riding
the
through
Sunset.
LA.
Yeah, Yeah, the Sunset Strip.
For sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good one.
Yeah.
All right.
All right,
So,
get to the sixes.
and I did it again. So we got a 76 and an 86.
All right.
So we got Aerosmith, Rocks,
There you go.
and AC/DC, Dirty Deeds, Done Dirt Cheap.
Okay, so Aerosmith Rocks, I have a soft spot because used to listen to that in my sister's room all the time. I had an older sister, would listen to that all the time. But I have to go with AC/DC, Dirty Deeds on this one.
Can you believe those
Yeah.
albums are 50 years old?
It's crazy.
You know? Like,
That's
right?
just insane.
Right? I mean, how did that happen? And again, like 2 landmark albums. You're picking nothing but landmark albums for these acts.
I know.
Right.
All right.
And I'll have to tell you, I'll admit that when I first heard Dirty Deed, I was just a little kid, of course. And I thought they were saying dirty jeans, goddamn jeans. So next time you listen to that,
that's now going to be an earworm stuck.
So
yeah, substitute that and you'll hear what I mean.
Were you creeped out by the album cover?
No, because my sister had it in a little cassette, so it wasn't that big.
Yeah.
It wasn't that big to be freaked out by.
Like you're saying, because I was a younger kid at that time too. Those blacked out eyes, like I didn't know how to take that. That was like that was warped to me. I didn't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, tame in these days, but back then.
But then I was also fascinated at the same time. Like it was, scared as hell, but couldn't put it down. Kind of deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you remember AC/DC, they were the devil. Like,
right.
You liked AC/DC, you were badass.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Times have changed.
Yeah, you have a whole different version of that. So it looks like we'll see if John has it right, but it looks like I messed up the slides.
Uh-oh.
So this was from the original on the 6s. Uh-huh. But we'll throw it your way.
Thrash metal. You went from
I swapped it out with a couple of 86
I see ya.
metal bands.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
But if you want to weigh in on this one, I can tell you if we don't have that slide what I had replaced it with.
Okay, we'll do your thrash metal slide, and then we'll do your replacement.
Yeah.
All right, so thrash metal was Metallica, Master of Puppets, or Megadeth, Peace Sells, but who is buying?
I got to go with Metallica. Megadeth I like. To me, it's always been like the little brother.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, they kicked David out. But yeah, I'll go with Metallica, Master of Puppets.
And that, Kevin is Mr. Megadeth, who I'm sitting beside. But then he sat around, which I was stunned when we first had these choices put to us. He then labeled, and I'm holding you to this, Master of Puppets as the best metal album of all time. Mm-hmm. Not only of 86, but of all time.
That's because it's a different year than the best Megadeth album of all time.
I know, but when you said the best metal album of all time, that to me says of every and any year.
Correct. I like Rust in Peace probably more, but what Master of Puppets as its legacy and how it's carried on, I think that makes it the greatest metal of all time in my mind.
Gotcha.
So
yeah, I think you have an argument for sure.
Right.
No one's going to be like, oh, there's. It's not a crazy thing what you're saying.
It's an opinion.
Well, I think. Well,
yeah,
I don't think anybody would necessarily. A lot of people would agree with you. I like to see you come to terms with that because it's your own inner struggle. That's what I'm watching play out.
Yeah, well, So I had selected 2 other records that came out in that year because I wasn't sure, But you did say you liked
the glam.
Other stuff.
Going back to the glam.
Yeah.
So. Another 2 landmark records that were released in 1986 that I had.
Okay.
Slippery When Wet, Bon Jovi.
Uh-huh.
Or Look What the Cat Dragged In.
Poison.
I'm a huge Poison fan, but how can I not pick Slippery When Wet? I have to pick Slippery When Wet.
I figured, Dan, that was coming from you when you were describing your favorite, songs to play.
Yeah.
Yeah. And living
there's right off that album, there's 3 of those songs. In our show, there's 3 right from that album. You Give Love a Bad Name, Living on a Prayer, and Never Say Goodbye.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah.
So.
Oh, and Not Wanted?
Yeah. No. Usually.
No, we don't do Wanted.
Okay.
You kind of need like a 12 string to get that intro to.
Sure.
That's another thing with us. We want it to sound like the record. Like we don't want to be like, what song is this? Like we want you to know it from the first note that we play. So to get that sound, you could do it with like a guitar modeler and stuff, but it's just a little. We have enough like that kind of tempo. We have enough of those. So We just don't do it.
Yeah, I would almost say that record for Bon Jovi kind of built the legacy for all of the bands that came out in and around that time because of MTV.
Sure.
The way that thing blew up.
Sure.
And, I mean, obviously you had Motley Crue and Rat and some of these bands that had been out a little bit longer. We're having a lot of success, but I think visually, I think that, in the MTV generation, that kind of paved the path for all the other bands that had huge success.
Yeah. Sure.
And people forget, that was like a make it or break it album for them.
Right.
That was their third album, and the first two they sold okay. I believe 7800 Fahrenheit sold worse though than the first one, and it could have gone the other way.
Sure.
Where if that album tanked, maybe Bon Jovi's not what they are now, but of course it was insane. And then the next one, New Jersey, was just as insane.
Right.
So yeah, there you go. And now they can play 9 nights at Madison Square Garden in 2026.
Right.
All right.
So we sell some that many million records. You can do that.
Yeah.
Right.
No doubt.
No doubt.
All right, so we're going to wrap up these little Sophie's Choice questions with a Would You Rather. We did a version of this called Would You Rather Supergroups, and we did it by the decades as well. But we're going to focus on the 80s and throw two at you. Both of them had their success later in the 80s, but we've got Damn Yankees and Badlands.
I knew that was coming.
Damn Yankees and Badlands.
Well, for me, this is probably the easiest choice you've given me so far. To me, Damn Yankees.
Wow. Okay.
I appreciate the guitar playing on the Badlands record, but the songs for me from Damn Yankees are just stronger in my mind.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that was the easiest one you gave me.
Oh wow! I'm surprised.
Well, I even flipped it to put a metal band in there because we previously had The Firm.
That's what I thought. Yes. Yeah. Would that have been a wrinkle if it was the Firm? If it was the Firm?
No, it would still be Damn Yankees because I'm a big Night Ranger fan and Styx. Yep. So kind of have a soft spot for Damn Yankees.
We seeing
that great song? And who doesn't like Ted Nugent?
Of course,
playing guitar.
Sure. Okay.
Are we seeing Night Ranger songs from Mullet on September 19th?
You may.
Okay.
I haven't done the set list yet, and we do Sister Christian. We used to do You Could Still Rock in America with the original singer. Right now, we only have Sister Christian in the rotation, and I don't know if we're going to do it there or not.
Sure.
Okay. I'll ask you guys. You know the room. You know the crowd. Would that go over, or is that going to leave it out?
I think both of those songs that you brought up, You Can Still Rock in America and Sister Christian, would be popular at that show.
Okay.
Yeah. We've seen them a few times, 3 times the last few years, and they draw a good crowd, and obviously those are the songs that resonate the biggest with those fans.
Yeah, and they still tour, and they still sound great.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So yeah.
So what about from your perspective, just as a music fan growing up in and around the 80s, we had another topic that we talked about, underrated bands. So
is there
just
an underrated?
Thinking the hair metal, the 80s genre of heavy metal, were there bands that you were into that you think probably should have been bigger, but for whatever reason they didn't quite have the hype that some of the others did?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have a couple.
Okay.
Well, the first one I'm going to give you is more poppy, but I love the guitar player. I love the band. I'm a big Honeymoon Suite fan.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just love them. And fun fact, Bon Jovi listened to, I believe it was their Big Prize record, and that's why Bruce Fairbairn produced Slippery When Wet.
Oh, wow.
Was because of hearing that record. Yeah, they like the sound that much. The other one's Black and Blue.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yep.
I mean, I love those guys. And one of the biggest ones, I think, for me, I thought they were going to be so popular, is Enough's Enough.
Yeah.
Like that first record, I'm like, wow, these guys, it's not like the Beatles, but like a rockin' Beatles. And yeah, it's just, it's you guys know there's a lot of luck involved in the music business. You can have the look, you can have the songs, but wow, you got a slide already?
John is the man.
Magic of John.
Damn. But yeah, there's luck involved.
Sure.
Yeah, so we had
we had Chip on the show.
Chip is Enough was on the show. They played here early on when the Salisbury Center had just opened. So yeah, great guy, good interview.
We played with them. Chip was actually on our bus once, and I'll just leave it at that. He's quite a character.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Yeah, he's a good time.
Cool.
We had Dan a question come in while we were talking. How do you select your opening song for your live shows, and is that consistent? Are you always opening with the same song?
75% we are. Sometimes we'll change it up. I mean, you guys want to know that right now?
It was someone.
You want to be surprised? I don't care.
That's a great question. Is how to approach set lists when you go to any live show.
Sure.
Now,
we talk about that,
right?
Like before we, when we're having a couple cocktails, eating before the show. What do we think? What do you think they're going to open with?
Because I like that surprise. Yeah. I like the surprise factor. So
yeah. So I don't think I'm going to tell you.
All right, but it is consistent then. In other words, usually it's consistent.
These days, it's either one or there's like two that we rotate.
Okay. Yeah, someone submitted that in our chat room, so that's actually watching this right now. So I don't think we wanted to know. I think they were just wanting. I don't think they were asking the song, but how do you determine what you want to open with?
Yeah. So what we do is again, we have the songs that we know work, and pretty much 80% of the show is the same place to place, because first of all, they haven't written any new 80s songs that I know of. I mean, the songs are the songs. They're there. That's not changing.
Right.
And in our mind, if we don't play Living on a Prayer and those huge hits, someone's going to throw a tomato at us. So we know those have to be in. Right. And then we have like a group of 10 to 15 that will slot in. Maybe we'll do Tesla tonight. Maybe we'll do, a different Def Leppard. We'll do Animal instead of something else. So I play with it that way. And then, like, this is our first time in, so I have a lot of runway for this show.
Okay.
If we come back next year, I'm going to look at that set list. I'm going to say, hey, what did we play last time that I'm going to swap? I want to give you the same show next time I come in.
Right.
I'll give you something different. So I will do that for when we revisit places. I have every set list from the 500-600 shows we've done. I have them all, so I can refer to any place and see what we did. Let me change it up a little bit for the next time.
And it appears that whomever this inquiring mind is, they want to know the song too. So
they do. So they want to reveal. They want a spoiler.
Can we just tell them somehow secretly?
Oh yeah, we could. You could.
Can you guys just reply to them? I don't know, or can I do it?
I don't know. We're getting this from.
I mean, it's no big
producer.
deal. We can say it, but
I mean,
it's up to you guys. It's your show.
That Saturday.
Yeah.
If you want me to spill the beans, I will.
I like you.
No, it's going to be a kick-ass tune, and buy your tickets and show up.
Exactly.
That's the way I look at it.
What I keep hearing from Dan is they know what works.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
It won't be Megadeth, it sounds like.
It will not be Megadeth.
Yeah, no.
Damn. Good thing I'm seeing them the weekend before.
Yeah. Like I said, we love that stuff, but we're not the type for that.
Sure.
So, yeah, we wouldn't do that type justice.
Right. Oh. All right. Well, Dan.
Well, yeah, let's real quick, right? I know I mentioned the website at the beginning. So mulletrocks.com.
Yep, two T's. Make sure two T's.
Two T's, and it's ROCKS, correct?
ROCKS.com. Yep, and that's all our social handle too: Instagram, Facebook, Mullet Rocks.
Got it. That was my next question. Yeah. So lots of great videos and photos and stuff. I mean, look at this.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead. There we go.
Great confetti.
There. That's the reveal. That's what some of what you're going to see on Saturday night.
Yeah, we hope so. Come on out. Have a good time.
All right. Yeah. So Saturday, September the 19th, a couple weekends away.
Be here before we know it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we'll be the following weekend, right?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no, we're going to be in Canada. So we're in Pennsylvania this weekend, and then we go up towards Canada, and then we're going to be in Virginia. So we got some traveling to do. Yeah, we're excited to be there. Guys, I could talk music with you guys for another 2 hours, just so you know.
Oh, I know it. I hear you. Like, that's kind of where we ride too. It really gets like and we kill some time pretty quickly, you know.
Am I going to see you both at the show? We're going to meet?
So we are both actually out of town that weekend. So I know, right? Like just by circumstance. And we're bummed about it too, because it would be great, like you're saying about talking music. Sometimes we get lucky enough to catch you guys live after the show. And we have couches here beside of us. You can get up on the couch and have that whole experience.
Yeah, so we could have you and the rest of the band and talk music in the show.
Yeah.
John is panning over to the couch.
Hopefully what happens is we fill the room, have a great show, and we get invited back, and I'll get you next time.
We would definitely love that. So absolutely. So, and it's a little bit heartbreaking because, again, not only we're all just fans of this ultimately, right? Like, we're all rabid fans of the genre and of the music, and that's why we can talk about it for hours on end.
Yeah, to a fault. I was telling someone else on another interview that I'm discovering now there's some bands from the 90s that I like that I didn't give a fair shot back in the 80s because I was so mad that the 80s ended. I didn't give them a fair shake. And now I listen back, I'm like, oh, wow, they're pretty good. Should have been more open back then, but it's okay.
Yeah.
All right. So definitely want to get your tickets. Go to thesalisburycenter.com. And again, it's Saturday, September the 19th, Mullet. And we got a ton of other great shows coming in. They're all there, and you can grab your tickets right off the website.
Thank you, boys. It's been great.
Yep.
Great talking to you, Dan. We'll do it again.
Appreciate it.
All right. Take care,
man.
Right,
Keep doing what you're doing. Love it.
Yep.
Okay.
See ya.
John, there was no